Hello, everyone. Today I have an amazing story for you. It's not just for your listening practice, but also to inspire you. This story is called Nothing is Free, and it will show you that hard work and determination can change lives. There was a young man named Ravi, 25 years old. This is the story of a young boy, Ravi, who had the opportunity to learn the most important lesson of his life. On his journey, not only did his destiny change, but he also discovered that nothing in life is truly free, and everything we gain comes at a cost. Ravi lived in a small village. He was a boy who never hesitated to speak from his heart and lived happily in his simplicity. He never felt the lack of anything in his life. He didn't have wealth nor fame, but what he did have was the most valuable thing: love, peace, and happiness. Every morning he worked in his fields under the sunlight, and in the evening he spent joyful moments with his friends. But as time passed, a glimmer of dreams began to appear in Ravi's eyes. He wanted to see the colors of the world. He wanted his life to have something that would amaze others. He was in search of wealth, fame, and respect. One day, as Ravi was walking through the village market, he saw an old, wrinkled woman selling a beautiful, glowing stone. The glow of the stone deepened under the sunlight, and it seemed as though it held the power to solve all the problems of life. The woman read Ravi's gaze and smiled. "This stone can turn all your dreams into reality. It can bring you wealth, love, happiness, everything you wish for. But remember, this gift is not free." Ravi asked in amazement, "What is the price of this stone?" The woman answered with depth, "Its price is the most valuable thing in your heart. You must give me what is most important to you. This stone will only give you power when you pay that price." Without hesitation, Ravi took off his grandmother's gold bracelet, the most precious thing he owned, and handed it to the woman. The bracelet was a legacy from his grandmother, who had given it to him in his childhood. The woman accepted the bracelet and in return gave him the glowing stone. "Remember," she said, "everything has a price. What you gain comes with a cost." The first experience. Dream of success. That night, Ravi had the greatest dreams of his life. The next morning, when he woke up, he found himself in a completely new world. His small room was filled with gold coins. He stood in awe and looked around. Gold, silver, and precious items were scattered everywhere. "What is happening?" he asked himself. His life had changed. He had witnessed the truth of wealth, and his heart was filled with joy. He immediately began using the stone's power, making a new wish every night. He became the king of wealth, and he had everything he had ever wanted. But the more he became immersed in wealth, the more he felt that something was missing in his life. His friends began to distance themselves. His family grew distant, and his heart started to break. He had gained wealth, but he had lost something far more important: the true happiness that came with relationships and peace. One day, he went back to the old woman from whom he had bought the magical stone. He said to her, "I don't understand. I have wealth, but in exchange I've lost my loved ones. I need the company of my friends, my family's love, and I need peace." The woman listened to him carefully and then said, "Nothing in life is free, Ravi. Everything you gained came with a cost. You had to pay the price. Everything has a price, and when we don't understand that cost, we end up losing what is most precious." Slowly, Ravi began to understand the truth he had been ignoring all along. He saw his destiny through his own eyes and faced its truth. His wealth was meaningless because it lacked what he had once considered the most important thing in his life. After that day, Ravi changed the course of his life. He stopped chasing wealth and instead placed value on his loved ones, friends, and inner peace. He found happiness in simplicity and learned that the greatest cost in life is love, relationships, and peace, things that cannot be bought with money. He understood that no matter what we gain in life, there is always a price to be paid. He also learned that sometimes we must let go of the things we value most to obtain what is truly meant for us according to our destiny. Conclusion. The real treasure of life. A few years later, Ravi was living a happy life, but the true treasure of his wealth was in his simplicity, his friends and his family's love. He knew that as long as he understood that nothing in life is free, he was getting closer to the truth. "What I gained came through my effort and understanding," he said while reflecting on his life. "But the most valuable thing I have received wasn't from a magical stone. It came from the depths of my heart." Simple sentences. Ravi accepted the wealth with a full heart. Compound sentences. He used his wealth, but he rediscovered simplicity in his life. Questions. Do you think wealth can truly bring us peace? Through this story, Not only will English learners gain new vocabulary and sentence structures, but they will also understand a profound life lesson. This story will teach them that everything in life is earned through effort and sacrifice. A few years later, Ravi was living a happy life. But the true treasure of his wealth was in his simplicity, his friends, and his family's love. He knew that as long as he understood that nothing in life is free, he was getting closer to the truth. What I gained came through my effort and understanding, he said while reflecting on his life. But the most valuable thing I have received wasn't from a magical stone. It came from the depths of my heart. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Your subscription will encourage us to bring more such interesting and insightful stories to you. So, go ahead, subscribe now and become a part of our community. And, to make sure you never miss a new video, press the bell icon for instant updates. Thanks for your support and don't forget to subscribe.